Good afternoon, everybody. Today is June 29, 2022. Today our lecture is Visuddhimagga, part of purification about the concentration samadhi nidesa, chaga nusati, reflection of the generosity. We continue talking about this. This is part 76. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa and 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So we continue talking about the reflecting on the generosity, chaga nusati. So Pali studying here continue explaining Tatha Machariya Mala Pariyotitayati. Machariya Maya. Machariya Mala. Machariya Mala is a kind of the impurity. Machariya impurity. Machariya is a stinginess. Stinginess like kind of the impurity of mind. So here, Machariya Mala Pariyotitaya. Pariyotitaya is a obsesses or influence. Priyotitaya. Influence. That meaning. So Tatha is a refer to the previous explaining the Johann, etc., in the last lecture. So in the last lecture, the sentence is including the Machariya Mala Pariyotitaya. So Pali trying to explain Machariya Mala Pariyotita meaning Taya meaning is Machariya Malena. Machariya is a stinginess, Mala is impurity. By the impurity or stinginess, Abhidhamma. So Pariyotitaya is not understand for some person, so that's why Pali explain Abhidhamma here. Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is influence. Vipassanā meaning is influence. In Vipassanā meaning is control by the impurity or the stinginess. So that meaning. Pachayati. Pachayati. Pachaya, in that sentence, Pachaya also. So Pachayati meaning is Pachaya Nawa Sena. Pachaya Nawa Sena. So Pacha is a kind of the living being. So Bhaja Saddha, Pali saying. So Bhaja Yana or Sena Saddha. Saddha is a living being who chanti. So Bhajaya is a Saddha. So that meaning. Bhajaya is a the Bhajayana or Sena meaning is according to the power karma. So all living being is arising because of the power of karma. That's why here Bhajayana Vasena. Vasena is according to. Bhajayana is and then the power of karma. So power karma, according to the power karma arising, that is Sattva, living being. So Bhajaya meaning is a living being. Tasama, therefore, Attano. Attano is the individually. Sampatina. Sampatina is a kind of the properties. Sampati. So property is a various kind of property like a house, car, kind of the many kind of the properties. Here Pali Sampatina. So Sampatina is a various kind of properties individually. Atano Sampatina. Para Sadharana Bhava Masahana Lakhanena. Masahana Lakhanena. Para Sadharana. Para is other. Sadharana is connect with the other. Sadharana Bhava. Bhava is happening. Happening meaning here, Sadharana Bhava is just kind of connection with the other. Mahasana. Mahasana is here need to separate. Sadharana Bhavan Asahana Lakhanena. So this is explaining about the Lakhana is a characteristic, isn't it? So the Buddha explain every Dharma has their characteristic. They have an individual characteristic. So that's why here Buddha explain the characteristic of Machariya, stinginess. So stinginess, how we understand stinginess, we cannot see it. We cannot see it. So how we understand, how we know the stinginess. So that's why Buddha try to explain the characteristic of stinginess. Here, characteristic of stinginess is Atano Sampatina Parasadharana Bhavan. Atano Sampatina, our individual property, Parasana, the other connecting with the other. Asahana Lakana is cannot. Asahana is cannot. Cannot share. Cannot share with the other. So that meaning that's characteristic. Machariya, stinginess. the characteristic of stinginess. We know in that way. Yeah, some person, on the train, on the bus, some person don't want to give the, seat for the senior person. Even though, on the bus, on the train, the senior person have to pay the seats, but some person don't want to give the seat. Like this. Individual property, that individual person don't want to share with the other. Prasadharana Bhavan. Asahana Lakanena. Cannot share the characteristic. So, Chittasa is a mime. Babasra Bhava Dusakana. Babasra is shining. Babasra is shining. Babasra Bhava is Babasra Abhava. So Babasra Bhava here. Babasra no abhava. Babasra Bhava Dusakan. Dusakan is destroy. Dusakana is destroy. So Babasra is shining. Bhava is happening. The happening or the shining, the mind, destroyed by the stinginess. So the stinginess person mind is not shining. Not shining because the impurity or the stinginess. Kana Dhamana. Kana is Kana is black. Kana Pali is black. Kana Dhamana. Kana Dhamma is here black Dhamma, not black Dhamma. Kana Dhamma, Akusla Dhamma. Akusla Dhamma. Pali used like this. Kana Dhamma. Sukha Dhamma is wholesome. Kusala Dhamma we call Sukha Dhamma. Kana Dhamma is we call Akusala Dhamma. Yeah, like this. White and black. Yeah. Kusala, Akusala is black, like white and black. White and black is different, totally opposite, like this. Kusala, Akusala is a totally opposite dharma. So that's why. Kana dharma na inyatarena. Inyatarena is some kind. Nyatara. Machera, sorry. Machera Malena. Michera is Michria saying. Michera Malena, the stinginess, impurity. Abhibhudesu. Abhibhudesu means influence. Sattesu. Sattesu is a living being. Saddesu iti like this. Ayamita ayang ita. Ayang, this explanation is ita in that statement at all meaning. So here English translation like this. Tata is a herein. Herein is refer to the previous sentence. Opposites by the strain or the abras as stinginess. Strain is a kind of the impurity. impurity or the stinginess is overwhelmed. Yeah, overwhelmed is a bibuta, overwhelmed by the strain of the avarice or stinginess. Then Pajaya is a generation or being, so called owing to the fact that they are being generated by the power of karma. So that's why generally we say all living beings, we say Paja or Satta in Pali. So the meaning here is this amount being who are overwhelmed by the impurity or the stinginess, which is one of the dark state. Dark state means akusala. Kanadhamma. Kanadhamma English translation, direct English translation, dark state. Kanadhamma, dark state. But direct translation like this, but here meaning is Kanadhamma is akusala dhamma. Akusala, unwholesome stage. Yeah. So we have to understand like that corrupt the natural transparency or the consciousness. So consciousness is a natural transparency meaning is our mind is naturally shining, but because of the manda defilement kilesa like a material, our mind is not shining like this. So here explain that meaning. So the right translation is correct the natural transparency or the consciousness. Chitasa pabarasa bhava. Pabarasa bhava. Dusakana. Dusakana is correct or destroy. So like this. And which has the characteristic of inability to bear sharing one's own good fortune with the other. They translate the sampadina as a good fortune. So sampadina is not good fortune. Sampadina is properties, various kind of properties, like a car, house, many kind of individual own properties. So the person who influenced by the stinginess, the person don't want to share any kind of their properties with the other, isn't it? That meaning that here is a Maitreya explained. So Maitreya is directly opposite to the Chaga. That's why here Buddha explained. Chaga is not possible. Chaga generosity is not possible for the person who are influenced by the stinginess, Maitreya, isn't it? So Maitreya is don't want to share any kind of properties to the other. That's why that person don't want to make a generosity. That's why he is explaining, because here Buddha is explaining about the reflecting of the generosity, chaga. So chaga and Maitreya is totally opposite. Yeah, that's why. Here is explained. Okay. Okay, so Pali continue explaining. Vigata mala Maitreya. Maitreyenadi. So Vigata mala Maitreya in the previous sentence in the last week. Vigata mala Maitreya. The person who are free from the Maitreya, stinginess. So that meaning Vigata. Vigata is free from. Vikata means free from. Vikata mala is impurity. Machariya is stinginess. So the person who are free from the impurity or stinginess. So that means here trying to explain in Pali, Inye Sambi. Inye Sambi. Inye-san is the other. The other from the stinginess, the meaning. The other from the stinginess. Raga, dosadi, malananchewa. So raga and dosa also, etc., etc., adi. Raga is a lover, attachment. Dosa is anger. Etc., etc., various kind of mala is impurity, isn't it? So in Abhidhamma chapter 2, explain akusala chitasika, akusala manifestos, and wholesome manifesto is we call here mala, impurity of mind. So etc., etc., many kind, isn't it? So raga dosa di malananchewa machira saja. Not only Machariya is working with the, Abhidhamma chapter 2 is playing, working with the anger, dosa, asa, Machariya, kukucha is the same group, isn't it? And directly working with Machariya is working with don't want to share the meanings of a kind of the anger. But this is connect with the attachment also. Attachment, too much attachment, that's why I don't want to share. So that's why here connect every kind of the impurity, explaining here. Ragadosa malaninchewa. Ragadosa, etc., etc., many kind of impurity also. Michirasaja, the person who has stinginess. So Vikadada, Vikadada is free. Because of free from these, because of free from these kind of impurity, we here Pali call Vikada Mala Macharina. Vikada Mala Macharina. So Vikada Mala Macharina is the person who are free from the impurity or stinginess, lobha, attachment, and also any other kind of impurity also free from these various kind of impurity. The meaning is here Vikada Mala Macharina. Chedasa. Cheda is a mind. Cheda is a mind. Chedasa. Chedasa is a kind of the with the mind. Viharamiti. So Chitasa Viharami meaning explaining here Yatha Pakara Chito. Yatha Pakara Chito. Yatha Pakara Chito means according, Yatha is according, Vokta is explained already. Akara is a various kind. Chitta. Chito is a chitta. Chitta, mind. Huttoa, happening. Wasami iti. Wasami iti. Wasami, viharami, wasami is the same. Stay. Stay with the mind. With the mind meaning is, stay with the mind which is free from various kind of impurity, like stinginess. The meaning. Chedasa viharamiti. So the meaning atho is the meaning. Okay, and then sate supana. Pana is in the specially Suttesu in the sutta. No, Abhidhamma in the sutta. In the sutta. Especially in the sutta, Mahanama Sakasa. Mahanama is a name. Sakasa is Saka is the relative of the Buddha. We call Saka. Saka is the king, the guru of the king, the Buddha born from the guru of the king. So Mahanama is the name of the king. Many kings. So Saka is there are many kings. So among of these kings, Mahanama is one of them. Okay, so that's why here Mahanama Sakasa. Saka is a clan name of the Buddha. The before began the enlightenment, we call Saka. Saka. Mahanama king Sotapanasa. Sotapanasa means that king is began the noble person, Sotapana. Sotapanasa Sato. Sato is become. Sato is a become. Sotapanasa Sato is a become the Sotapana. Nesaya Vihara. Nesaya Vihara, meaning Nesaya is depending, Vihara is living. Pocha is ask the question. Pochato. So Mahanama Saka's king, already he began the Sotapanna and he asked the question. In the sutta mentioned, Nesaya Vihara Vasena. Nesaya Vihara is a stay. Nesaya is the depending stay, meaning is in our daily life how we need to stay with what kind of dharma. So that meaning here, Nesaya Vihara Vasena is in our daily life how we need to stay with what kind of dharma. So that kind of question, Mahanama came asks, and the Buddha explained in that sutta. So Desi Datta is give the Dhamma talk. Give the Dhamma talk, Desi Datta. Agarang is at home. Gara is a home. Agara is home. Agarang at the home. at home. Ija wasamiti. Hodan. Hodan is a talk. Ija wasami is a stay. Ija wasami is yeah, the leading at home. Leading at home. Or Ija Wasami is leading role at home. So how we make stay with what kind of dharma. So in the Sutta, Mahanama Sakka is asked to the Buddha explained in the Sutta. So the meaning is here, Oda is a talk. Tatha abhibhavitva vasamiti atho. Tatha is in the Ijawasami, refer to the previous one, Ijawasami. Tatha in the Ijawasami meaning is abhibhavitva. Abhibhavitva meaning is overcoming. Abhibhavitva, overcoming. Vasami is a stay. Vasami iti at all, that meaning. So that's why we need, in our daily life we have to overcome the various kind of impurity with what kind of dharma. So Mahanama Sakka came asked to the Buddha, and the Buddha explained in the sutta. So that the sutta is referred here, but not detail. Just kind of refer. If you want to know more detail, you need to read that kind of sutta. Okay, so the English translation here: free from the strain of the avarice of stinginess, because of being both free from the stinginess and from other impurities, strange, greed, hate, and the rest, the other impurity. So I abide with my heart. Heart is here. Chitta is translate here heart. Chittasa. Chittasa, chitta. Chittasa, chitta is the same. Mind. So mind is sometimes translate heart. So abide with my heart. So I abide with my consciousness. That meaning. Yeah. Of the kind already mentioned is the meaning here. But in the sutta, I live a home life with my heart free. Free means free from impurity. So how I need to practice with the Dharma, etc., etc. It is said because it's taught by the Buddha. There as a mantra abiding to depend on the constantly, and to the Mahanama Sakya who was a string anchor asking about the abiding to depend on. So there the meaning is I live overcoming, etc., saying like this. So in the Sutta, the Mahanama approach to the Buddha, and he talked to the Buddha. When we are living at home, we had many kind of impurities. So how we free from that kind of impurity. So Buddha recommend you should try and stay with various kind of the anosati, 10 kind of anosati. Only 10 kind of anosati, yeah, reflecting on the Buddha, quality of Buddha, Buddha anosati, Dhamma anosati, Sangha anosati, Sila anosati, Chaga anosati, Dyoda anosati, Vipassanā anosati, Marana anosati, Kayakata sati. So various kind you can practice like this to be free from that kind of impurities. So Buddha recommend that in that sutta mention like this. So that's why here the sutta refer. Yeah. So Manava Sutta also very, very good to learn. Okay. And then we go to the next one. Yeah. Mutta Chago. Mutta Chago. I already told you Mutta Chaga, Mutta Chaga. What is a Mutta Chaga? Mutta Chagodi. Mutta Chaga means Mutta is a, Buddha is no expectation. Mutta means no expectation for the future. Chaga is a generosity. The person who make a generosity, but some person make a generosity to expect something in for the future. So don't make like this. Is Buddha Chaga. Buddha is here explained Vipassanā Chago. Vipassanā is no attachment on that donation or offering, whatever, any kind, and then no expectation to get something from that donation, that offering. So yeah, that kind of generosity is we call here Vipassanā Chago. Yeah, Vipassanā is no attachment on that donation. So that meaning is a very deep meaning, no expectation about the future, just only make an aim to get the freedom nibbana. So that generosity we call Vipassanā Chago or Mutta Chago. Yeah, Mutta Chago. Okay, and then Payata Paniti. Yeah, last week we explained Payata Pani is hand, isn't it? Payata is the cleaning hand. Cleaning hand means no impurity. So Payata Bani here is plain Pali. Payata Bani means Parisuddha Hatho. Parisuddha is completely clean. Parisuddha. Completely clean. Hatho is a hand. So that meaning is that person no holding or this is mine, not like this. Want to share with the other. So that kind of person we call Vayada Bani. That person hand is clean. That meaning. Payada Bani, Payada meaning is Parisuddha. Yeah, Pani is a hatha. Here, Pali explained like this. Payada is a Parisuddha. Pani is a hatha, like this. Display. Pani and hatha is the same meaning. Pani is a hand, hatha is also hand in Pali. Okay. Sakachan. Sakachan meaning is somebody make a donation. Sakacha is not respectfully give. The kind of, if you give something to the other, not respectfully, just like this, keep like this. That's kind of giving is give to the food to the dog, like this. That kind of generosity donation is not sakicha. So sakicha is not like this. Sakicha is respectfully. Sakicha. Sahata. 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 Hata is a hand. Sahata is a with the hand. Yeah. With the hand. So sahata, sakicha is a respectfully. Sahata is a somebody offer not your own with the other person. Please donate that kind of thing to the other with other, not the person himself, not himself. With the other, give something and please donate that one to like this. So we call sahata is with your own offering or donation with your hand, with your own hand. That meaning sahata meaning with your own hand. So there is here including meaning. Yeah. And then Dhiya Dhamma. Dhiya Dhamma. Dhiya Dhamma is kind of the things to donate, thing to offer, the thing which is to be offered. So that thing we call Dhiya Dhamma in Pali. So Dhamma is generally saying things, isn't it? Dhamma is everything. Everything is a natural phenomena or things we call in Pali is Dhamma. Dhamma is a donation, offer. So the things which is to be offered, that kind of things we call here Dhamma. So Dhamma, Dhado. Dhado means to give. Dhado. Da is Dedi, Dadadi, Pali money use give. So here Dhado means to give. Dhado means to give. To give the kind of things to offer. Yeah. Sada. Sada is all the time. Always. Sada. Pali Sada is always, all the time. Dhoda Hatho Yewadi. Dhoda Hatho Yewa Idi. Dhoda is watching. Washing. Washing Hatha is hand. Dhoda Hatho. Yewa is only. Yewa is Ewa. Ewa is only. So just washing hand meaning is like this. Respectfully with your own hand. Always giving the things like this. So that is we call Payada Bani or Parisuddha Hatho or Doda Hatho. Doda Hatho. Huh? So Udang Hodi, that meaning here we see, we have to understand. So Payada Bani is a very clean hatha, meaning is the watch hatha, meaning is many. Sakajan, Sahata, Tiyadamandadu. To give the donation, to make a donation with something respectfully and with your own hand. It should be made like this. So that kind of person, hand is we call Payada Bani, Tota Bani. We say Pali like this. Okay? And then Osaga Radodi. Osaga Radodi. Osaga Rado meaning is, so Osaga Rado meaning explain here, oxygen. Oxygen is oxygen is giving. Wasago, we call Wasago in Pali. So Wasago means Wasaga is giving. Parichago di ato. Parichago. Parichago is giving things to the other. That meaning. Okay. That's the main Wasaki. In that giving, that's the main Wasaki. In that giving, Sattata Biyoga Vasena. Sattata Biyoga Vasena. Sattata means Sattata is all continuously. Abhiyoga is yoga is a effort, make effort. So Abhiyoga means a make effort. Abhiyoga Vasena is according to the continuously make effort is Ratodi. Rato meaning is like to offer, like to donate, meaning is the person continuously and I make effort to give something to the other. So that person is we call Wasagarato. Wasagarato. So Wasagarato means the person who continuously who want to make an effort to give something. The person we call in Pali Wasagarato. Like this. So the meaning is the person who like to donate or offer something. The meaning. Ya yacha kodi. Yacha yoko. Yacha yogo meaning is yang. Yang means something. Yang. Pare, the others. Pare means the other person. Yachandi. Yachandi means asked. like a homeless person, at the traffic light, they're standing, and that means that they're asking something, isn't it? So like that here, yang something, pray the other, ya chanti means ask something. that that means here Pali yacha yogo. Yacha yoga means the person who asks something to the other to give. Like a homeless. Dasa. That 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 kind of person. Dana do. Yachana yogo di ato. Dasa is that yang is the thing. So dasa is that kind of things who acts, huh? Who make an acts to give. Dana do. Dana do is the giving. Yachana yogo di ato. Yachana yogo, the meaning is. Yachana yoga meaning is the person who gives something to the other, huh? Asking for something, like a homeless, the person. We call Yachana yoga. Yachana yoga and Yacha yoga is different. Yacha yoga is the person who asks something to give. Yachana yoga is the person who want to give something to the other. That meaning. Yaja yoga tipi patho. Patho is a different word is we call here Yaja yoga. Yaja yoga is a different Pali word. Yeah, the meaning is the same. The person who want to give something to the other, that person we call Yaja yoga. Yaja yoga. Yaja Yajana Sankadena Yajena Yudodi ato. Yajana Yajana, sorry, Yajana. No Yajana. Yajana Sankadena. Sankada is we say Sankada is we saying like this, Yajana. Yajena Yudodi iti. Yudo iti. Yajena is a kind of the generosity. Yudo is a suitable, so that meaning. So the person who always suitable with the the giving or generosity. That kind of thing. Okay, so Dana Sanvibhaga Ratodi. Dana is a generosity. Sanvibhaga Rato. Sanvibhaga is Samvibhaga is make a kind of Samvibhaga is a kind of the portion to give. Dana Samvibhaga. Dana is a giving. The Samvibhaga is a portion or make the Dana Samvibhaga Rado. Rado is a kind of the Rado is the person who want to. Dana Samvibhaga Rado. Dana Samvibhaga Rado meaning is Dane Cha. Dane is a giving also. Samvibhage Cha. Samvibhaga is make a portion for the other person. Yeah. So Rado is who like to do that. So Dana Samvibhaga Rado is the person who want to give something, who want always give the portion for the other. So that means Dana Samvibhaga Rado. And then Ahanja, Ahanyi, sorry, not Ahanja, Ahanyi. Ahanhi, Han plus he. Han is I. He is it is true. Han is I. Dhananja Demi. Dhananja means a giving. Demi is a gift. So giving things, offering things. Demi means a gift. I give something, some kind of offering. Adana Paribonji Tabato Picha Sanviba Karomi. Adana is the one set, the person, one set. Paribonji Tabato Picha. Paribonji Taba is a use. Paribonji is a use. So Adana Paribonji Dava Do Bija means the person who don't have an extra giving thing, but for himself, there's only himself, but he make a portion and give to the other like this. So that means Adana Paribonji Dava Do Bija Sanvibhaga. Yeah, Sanvibhaga is a kind of portion. Not extra things to give the other, but only himself. For himself, that from that thing, he make a portion to give the other. The meaning. So Adana Pribonji Dava Topicha from his own things Samvibhaga, make a portion, to give the other. Karomi, make. Karomi is a make. So, ittewa. Sami. Ubaye Radodi. Itewa Ubaye. Itewa Ubaye meaning in these two kind. Ubaya is a two kind. Ubaya is a two kind. Two kind of the Dana and Dana Samvibhaga. Dana meaning is just you have the extra thing to give the other, but the other Samvibhaga meaning is not extra. There's no extra thing, but for himself, he has something, make a portion and give to the other. That two kind of donation, two kind of offering, two kind of giving. Here, ubaye, itewa ubaye. Okay, itewa ubaye means in these two kind of offering. Rato is a like. Rato. Asami. Chasami is a cha asami. Cha is a no meaning. Asami is there's a like to give these two kind of giving. Idi A1 like this. No saradi. No sarati idi. No sarati is reflect or review. Idi at all, that meaning. So Chaganosati is reflecting any kind of giving. Any kind of giving. You have an extra thing to give to the other, or you have only your own for yourself, but you make a portion and give to the other. Any kind of giving, you can reflect that kind of the giving and produce a Chaganosati like this. You can do that. So the meaning here is play. No sarati at all. No sarati iti at all. No sarati again and again. Remember in that generosity, any kind. Okay, so here English translation. Mukta Chaga, freely generous, liberally generous. They translate in English like the Mukta Chaga or the Visita Chaga. Here English translation, freely generous and liberally generous and open-handed. Payata Bani is open-handed. So with the hand that is purified, the meaning. Prisuddhata. What is the mean is with hand that are only watch in order to give carefully with one's own hand. Sahata. Own hand means sahata. Yeah. So that I delight in relinquishing the act of the relinquishing. What is jhana? What's the jhana? So giving is relinquishing what's a ka. The meaning is giving up, giving something to the other. So what's a ka? To delight in relinquishing is to delight in constant devoting to that giving, to that relinquishing. Respect to the acts, yachana yoga, as custom to being acts, yachana yoga. Because of giving whatever others ask for, That meaning is. So yaja yoga is reading, in which the case the meaning is devoted. Yukta, to sacrifice. Yaja is a given thing, giving something. In other words, to sacrifice yajana. And then rejoice in sharing, the meaning is recollect that I gave, and I share out what is to be used myself, and I rejoice in both. So you can produce any kind of the giving like this for the chaganosity. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one. Tassevam, tassa evam. Tassevam, tassa plus evam. Evam means like this, already explaining. Evam means tassa is the person who produce chaganosity. Vigada, mala, machiratadi, guna wasena. Adano chaga. Adano is om, chaga is generosity. Om generosity. Vigada mala is free from impurity or stinginess, etc., etc. Guna is quality. Vasena is according to the free from the impurity or stinginess, etc., etc. These quality reflect anusarato, reflect again and again. Niwa is a leader. That's me at the time. At the time, meaning is the person who produced chaganosity like this at the time. Raga pariyothitan chitan. The mind, that person mind is not the raga pariyotita is raga influenced by the raga niwa hoti. No, happen like this. Niwa hoti. So niwa is together with the hoti. Niwa hoti is not happen. Not happen. The raga influence chitta is not happen like this. And na dosa. Na dosa is a dosa pariyothitan chitan. That meaning. Not mentioned fully, you can understand. Raga and pariyothitas like this. Dosa pariyothitan chitta. Na hoti. So influenced by the anger, mind is not happen like this at the time. And then na moha pariyothitan chitta hoti. Na hoti. Na is a hoti with a hoti. So moha, the ignorance influenced mind is not happen at the time. At the time, it is the person who produces chaganosati. Yeah. And ujugata mewasa. Ujugata mewasa. Ujugata mewa asa. Ujugata mewa plus asa. Ujugata mewa is uju is straight. Kata is going the straight. So that is the person mind asa, the person who produces chaganosati, the person chitan mind. That's me at the time. Ujugata mewa. So straight. Straight means not no band with the impurity or kilesa. That meaning. Ujugdam mewa hoti chagan araba. Chagan araba. Chagan is a generosity. Generosity at the time kind of the meditation object, isn't it? So that meaning araba is a take as a meditation object. Araba. Chagan araba means the generosity is a take as a meditation object at the time that the person who practices chaganosati, the person mind is straight, going straight. Going straight means without influence by the kilesa, under defilement. That meaning. So, Purima Nayinewa. Purima is a previous, Naya is a Nayinewa, Naya Ewa. Naya is a method. So, the previous method, in the previous Buddha Nusati, Dhamma Nusati, etc., etc., explaining in that explaining way, explaining method, we can be that nivaranasa, isn't it? So the mind is very straight, not influenced by the kilesa, manda defilement at the time. Nivarana is removed. We can be that. We can be that is removing, temporarily removing the hindrances, nivarana. So nivarana is a block our power mind. That's why we have to remove. We can be done nivaranasa ekakani. After removing the hindrances, nivarana, our minds are free from the hindrances. So that's why ekakani. At eka is one, khana is a moment. At the one moment, janingani opportunity. Janingani is a fetter, so jhana, vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. So these 5 kind of jhana fetters, opportunity, arising. Yeah, opportunity means arising. But the kind of chaganosati also don't care the absorption stage. Just only upachara, assess concentration. So that's why here, chagan gunanam pana. Pana, even though arising the jhana fetter, chaganu gunana, the quality of chaga, gambirataya, very deep. Very deep meaning is nana pakara chaga guna. Various kind of generosity, quality of generosity. Various kind of quality of generosity. Yeah. So, yeah, that Buddha saying like this: if a person understanding the chaga generosity, the quality of generosity, like me, what Buddha said, that person never eat without giving to the other. Never eat something without giving to the other. So Buddha saying like this. So that meaning is the quality of the generosity is the more you have a wisdom, the more you understand more. So Buddha saying like this. The person who understands the quality of generosity, like me, that person never eats something without giving others. So Buddha saying like this. So the meaning is the quality or the generosity is many. The more you have the more you have the the wisdom, more and more you understand more and more the quality of generosity. Like a Buddha is the best understanding in the quality of generosity. Huh? So that's why here Gambhira Daya is the quality of generosity is very deep, very, very deep. Nana Pakara Chaga Guna. Various kind. Nana Pakara. Nana is various. Pakara is a kind. So various kind of Chaga Guna is a quality of the generosity. Anocharana Timutadaya. Anocharana is again and again reflecting and then getting. Timutadaya means getting that kind of the power of concentration, access concentration. Timodadaya wa apana apadwa. Apana apadwa is it. Absorption state is not rich. Apadwa is not rich. That means not attain the absorption concentration. Apana samadhi. So what kind of samadhi the person attain? Upachara pattamewa. Upachara is excess concentration, patta is rich or attain. Attain excess concentration only jhana hodi. That kind of jhana is excess concentration jhana, not absorption concentration jhana, not apana jhana. So we have to understand two kind of jhana, the upachara jhana and apana jhana. Upachara concentration and apana concentration. Apana concentration is more powerful. Upachara concentration not very much powerful. Yeah. So like this, we have to understand. Okay. Tredang tang edang. Tredang is a tang edang. Chaga no chaga guna no sarana wasena. Dan edam is dan edam means that kind of upachara concentration jhana is chaga nosara wasena. According to the quality of generosity, again and again reflecting practice like this, upanatta. Upanatta is arising in that person mind. We call chaganusati jiva, sinkankachati. That kind of meditation we call chaganusati meditation. Chaganusati bhavana, we say like this. Okay, so that's why here English translation like this. As long as he recollects or reflects his own generosity in his spiritual quality of the free from the strain or impurity by stinginess, etc., etc. In that way, on that occasion, his mind is not influenced by the greed or obsessed by hate or obsessed by the delusion, moha. His mind has a gratitude on that occasion, being inspired by the generosity. So when he has suppressed the hindrances, suppressed meaning is temporarily removed the hindrances, nivarana. in that way already described in the previous Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, etc., the jhana factor arises in the single moment, single conscious moment, but owing to the profundity of the generosity, special quality, or owing to his being occupied in recollecting the generosity, special quality of mankind. So the jhana is only access jhana, not absorption. Does not reach absorption. And that access jhana is known as recollection of the generosity, the chaganusati bhavana too, because it arises with the generosity special quality as a meditation object. That's why. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one is what kind of benefit you will get when you practice chaganusati. Here explain. Yeah. So every the nusati explain like this. What kind of benefit you will get when you practice? So here studying Pali, studying imancha pana chaganusati. Yeah. Pana is explaining about the benefit of the chaganusati is imancha chaganusati. This chaganusati, this reflecting the generous quality of the generosity. Anuyogdo. Anuyogdo is a practice. Bhikkhu. Bhikkhu is a monk. The monk who practice the chaganusati, Pinyoso. Pinyoso means very much. Pinyoso. Mattaya. Mattaya is kind of the Mattaya is Matta. Matta is a kind of amount. Chagadimoto hodi. So Pinyoso Mattaya means very much, many. That meaning. Chagadimoto. Chagadimoto means giving all the time, want to give in to the other. Chagadimoto. All the time, that person mind is want to give something to the other. Because practice chaganusati like this. And then another benefit is alobijjasayo. Aloba ijjasaya. Alobijjasayo means aloba ijjasaya. Aloba is don't want. Ijjasaya is kind of the ijjadaya is a kind of the inside the intensity, intent. Ijjasaya is a habit, kind of the habit. So alobijjasaya is his inside of his mind is all the time no attachment. Aloba. No attachment. Yeah. And then mittaya, another benefit is mittaya, with the loving kindness. Mittaya, anuloma kari. Anuloma. Kari is a make. Anuloma. Kari is Anuloma is kind of conformity. So conformity with loving kindness making. So that person mind is all the time, with the loving kindness and making something. Yeah. And then Visarado. Here we means like art. Sarada is Sarada is like Visarada is Visarada is a kind of fearless. No fear. We is a no. We is a like art. So Visarada is a no fear, fearless. Visarado. And then Piti Pa Maucha Pahulo. So this benefit is all the time. I think every anosati bhavana you will get that kind of benefit. Piti Pa Maucha Pahulo. That's very important, isn't it? When you practice a meditation, Piti Pa Maucha is very, very important. So Piti Pa Maucha Bahula. Bahula is many. Bahula is many. PD and Pamauja is many in that person's mind. Happiness and gladness. So many in that person's mind. Yeah, that's very important to keep on practice meditation. PD Pamauja is very powerful to continuously practice meditation. That's why I think that benefit is all the time. Every kind of bhavana, and Nusati bhavana, Buddha Nusati also, Dhamma Nusati also, Sangha Nusati also, here also. Yeah. And then Uttari means a upper level of the Dhamma. Example is a kind of the noble stage, noble person. Uttari here. Uttari means upper level. So upper level meaning is not common person, noble person. To begin a noble person. That meaning. Okay. Uttari apatti vijjando. Patti vijjanda is penetrated. Penetrated no upper level. Pana. Even though penetrated no upper level, Sugata Parayano. Sugati Parayano. Sugati is a happy destiny, like a slasher being, human being, like that kind of the happy destiny. Sugati. Happy destiny or good destiny. So Parayano is a heading to the happy destiny, Hoti. Sugati Parayano Hoti. So these benefits will get the who practice meditation, the Sakchaganusati meditation. So these benefits will get. Okay, and English translation here, and one bhikkhu monk is devoted to this recollection of the generosity. He began ever more intent on generosity. His preference is for non-greed. He acts in the conformity with the loving kindness. He is a fearless. He has a much happiness and gladness. And if he penetrate no higher level of Dharma, like a noble stage, even though he can at least head it for the happy destiny. So that kind of benefit the person gets. Okay. Okay. So the conclusion stanza here as usual. Tasama Hawe no happen. Tasama Hawe Apamadan Kariyata Sumeda so. Ewan Mahanubhavaya Chaga Nusadiya Sara iti. So Dasama therefore, for those reasons, how we actually Apamada Kiriyata Sumedata. Sumeda so good wisdom person. Everyone like this, Mahanubhavaya. Maha is a great Anubhava. Mahanubhava, Maha Anubhava. Anubhava is benefit, great benefit. Huh? Like this, there's a great benefit, Saganusadiya. So practice generosity, reflecting on generosity, Sada all the time, Abhidhamma, without forgive, without the delusion, Kriyata. Kriyata means here Kriyata is a make meaning is a practice. Practice Saganusati like this. This is a conclusion verses. Idam Chaganusating Yan Vitara Kata Mukha. So this is a Chaganusati detailed explanation. Okay, so the English translation, therefore, when a person is a truly wise, his constant practice will surely be this recollection of his giving, blessed with such mighty potency. Mahanubhavaya. Mahanubhavaya is translated in English, mighty potency. So, yeah, Maha is a great. Anubhava is kind of the benefit. Here, potency is English translation. Okay, so right now, the recollection of generosity is the Chaganusati Bhavana finish. So we go to the next one. This one is Devada Nusati. Devada Nusati Katha. Devada is kind of the Deva. Deva and Devada Pali is same. Sometimes Deva, sometimes Devada. But Da is no different meaning. Deva and Devada is the same. So Pali is sometimes like this. Here English, here the Devada, use a Devada. So Deva is a celestial being or deity. The Nosati is reflecting or recollecting again and again, remembering. Yeah. So that kind of the meditation here is playing, talking, kata. Kata is talking. So Devada Nosati kata is talking about the recollecting of the celestial being. So according to that title, celestial being means we can see celestial being, how we recollect, how we reflect, isn't it? Because the deity, the celestial being is we cannot see with our naked eye. So not that direct meaning is not that like this. So here explain. Devada Nosade, as usual, study in Bali like this. Devada Nosade Bhavedu Kamena. Pana. Pana is another different kind of meditation explaining here. Deodanusdi, the recollecting of the deity, Bhavedu Kamena. Bhavedu means to develop. Bhavedu, to develop. Kamena is a want. Want to develop. The meaning is to develop the power of concentration, isn't it? Not the wisdom. Not the wisdom. Only power of concentration, smarty only. So the Deodanosati is a recollecting the deity or the celestial being. Yeah. So the person who want to develop with Deodanosati, Ariya Mekha Vasena. Ariya Mega, noble. Ariya is a noble. Mega is path. Vasena is to get the noble path. Samudha Katehi. Saddhatihi. So he here saying, because of these two is, connect. Samudha Katehi. Samudha Kata. Samudha Gata. Gata is a going, isn't it? Gata is a going. Going here, going is the began the noble path. That meaning. Ariya Mekha Vasena Samudha Katehi. Yeah, to begin the noble path, like a Sotabana, Sakadagami, Anagami, or Arahant. This we call Ariya Mekha. To begin the Ariya Mekha, what we need, at least what we need is 5 kind of mental power, not the other. 5 kind of mental power is Saddha, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, isn't it? That's why here, Saddhadihi. Saddhadihi means Saddha, confident, etc., etc. Meaning is confident, effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. So Adi, etc., etc. meaning. Gunehi. Guna, these are quality. Quality of mind. Yeah. So right now, today, we say quality. every sector, we say quality. We need quality. We don't want quantity. They say like that, we don't want quantity. We want quality. So guna, quality of the, to become a noble person, noble path, we need these qualities. Is Saddha, etc., etc. So that's why here Pali mentioned Saddhadihi Gunehi Samanagatina, to be complete with these qualities. Bhavedava should be practiced, should be developed. Isn't it? Okay? Tato. So tato is refer to the previous Saddha, etc., etc. These special quality, these qualities very, very important. So mental quality. So tato is from these quality, Saddha, etc., etc. Nahokatina. Yeah. So we need these quality. Without these quality, we don't want to practice any kind of meditation, isn't it? Any kind of meditation we don't want. So That kind of quality, first we need to take it and then go to Rahogadena is a go to the silent place because to practice meditation. Hmm? Raho is a quiet or silent place. So going, kata is going to the silent, quiet place, and then patisanlina. Patisanlina means stay alone. Yeah. So stay alone, so no disturbance with the other, isn't it? No disturbance by the other. So patisanlina. Sandi Deva. So that is how we practice Deva Danusati studying here. Sandi Deva. Sandi is there are. Deva is a celestial being. There are celestial being. What kind of celestial being? Chatu Maharajika. Chadu Maharajika. Hmm? So celestial being is how many? Six level. First level is a Chadu Maharajika. The second level is a Taurinsa. And then third level is a Yama. Fourth level is a Tusita. Fifth level is a Nimanarati. Sixth level, the last one is a Pranimita Vasavati. So here mentioned Chadu Maharajika. There's a celestial being, Chadu Maharajika. Chadu is a four, Maha is a great, Rajika, Raja is a king. So four great king, all the celestial being governed in those celestial plane, we call Chadu Maharajika. So Sandi Deva Chadu Maharajika. They are that kind of celestial being. Okay. And then Sandi Deva Tawarinsa. Tawarinsa. So Tawarinsa, the celestial being also, there are Tawarinsa celestial being, Yama celestial being, Tusita celestial being, Nema Naradi no celestial being, Paranimita Vasavati no celestial being. Sandi Deva Brahmakaika. So here Deva is also Brahma, including Brahma. That's why here. Sandi Deva Brahmakaika. So there are celestial being we call Brahmakaika. So various kind of Brahma. Various kind of Brahma. Brahma is 20 kind of Brahma. We learn in the Abhidhamma, chapter 5. Chapter 5, yeah. Chapter 5. And then Sandi Deva Tatutari. Tatutari means Tata Uttari. Uttari is up. So Uttari, Tatutari means upper levels, those Brahma also. So that meaning is Arupa Brahma, etc. etc. Yatharupaya Sataya. According to Sattha, confident. So these celestial beings, they are born in those different kind because according to Yatharupaya is according to their confidence, Saddhaya, Samanakatata, complete. Tadivada, these celestial beings, Ito Chuta, Ito means from the human being, Chuta is die. Tatha. Tatha means in the individual place. Upanatta. Upapana. Upapana means born. So reflecting Deodanosity reflecting like this. These different kind of celestial being, they have a kind of according to their individual sada, confident in the kusala. Confident means confident in the kusala. So they make a generosity and etc. Various kind of kusala they make with the confident. So because of these confidence, they after they die from the human being, they born in those celestial plane. Yeah. So that person reflecting like this and then Miami, Miami, Miami means me too. Miami, Miami, me too. That harubaya sadaya, that kind of confidence. Samvijati. Samvijati means I have that kind of sada, confidence as well. So reflect the Deodanosity like this, not celestial being, not celestial being. Celestial being is because of their corresponding sada. They're born as a celestial being. So that kind of sada also I have. Reflect like this, as we call Deodanosity. Not the trying to see in the celestial being by the naked eye, not like this. So Deodanosity is very important to understand like this. Without understand properly like this, Deodanosity may be wrong practice. Isn't it? Okay, so here English translation like this. One who wants to develop the recollection of the deity should possess the special quality of faith or confidence, etc., 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 etc. Means effort, vidya, sati, mindfulness, samadhi, concentration, and panya, wisdom, evoke by means of noble path. He should go into the solitary retreat, silence, and quiet place, and he recollect his own special quality of faith, etc., etc., with the deity standing as a witness. Yeah, that's very important. So, deity is a witness. Deity, they reborn as a deity because they already have a confident sada in previous life. So that kind of sada also I have. So the deity is a kind of witness. They reborn as a deity because of sada. That kind of sada I have that kind of sada. So that's what we call Theodanosity. So standing as a witness as follows. There are deity of the ring or the four kings, Devada Chatu Marajika. There are deity of ring of the 33, Devada Tawarinsa. There are deity who are gone to the divine bliss, Yama. So there are deity who are the contented to Siddha. So contented meaning is yeah, they are very much like who they are deity who delight in the creation by the other for them. So Nima Narati. And then who wide power over other creation. So that deity is they cannot create their own power for their which the other deity create for them. So pranimita will surprise the other. Nimita meaning is create. Pranimita wasavati. Pranimita wasavati is the name of the celestial being. So they are deity of Brahma, retinue, Brahma Kaika, they are deity higher than that, etc. etc. So reflect like this. Okay. Yathanu Yatha Rupena Silena Yathanupe Rupena Sudena Yatha Rupena Chagena Yatha Rupaya Panyaya. So not only the confident Sada, but also here according to the Sila, Silena. Morality, Yatarubina, Sudena is a knowledge. According to the knowledge, Yatarubina, Chagena, according to the generosity. And then Yatarubaya, Panyaya, according to the wisdom. Samana Kadata, complete. Samana Kadata is a complete. Da Devada, these celestial beings. Ido from the human being. Chuta after dying. Tata in those celestial planes. Upapanata, reborn. Mayambi Tataruba Panya. Me too. That kind of wisdom, Panya, Sanvijatiti, I have. Idiom like this, Devada, Sakhi, Sakhi Tita, Sakhi Tani. Sakhi is a witness. Tana is a place, the place of the witness. Tapitawa, put. Atano. Atano is own. Sadadi guna. Sada, etc., quality. So here mentioned Sada, Sila, Sutta, Chaga, Panya. Yeah. Sada, Sila, Sutta, Chaga, Panya. Five kind of quality. Anusari Taba should be reflect again and again like this. Okay, so in those deity and those celestial beings are processes who face such that on dying here meaning that for a human being they are reborn there and such fate is present in me too. So reflecting like this. And those deity are possessors of vacuum, possessors of the knowledge or generosity or understanding or wisdom, such that when they die here, they reborn there. And their meaning is in the celestial plane. And then such understanding is present in me too. So reflecting like this, these quality or the deity or celestial being is like a witness. Sakitani. Sakitani. Sakhi is a witness. Pali Sakhi. Sakhi is a witness. Okay. Okay, so continue here explaining Sutepana. Yasame Mahanama Samaye. Sudepana. Pana the other explaining Sude in the Sutta. Yasame Mahanama Samaye. Samaye so Yasame Samaye. Yasame Samaye sometime. Mahanama. Mahanama is the king, name of the king. Mahanama Ariya Sawako. Ariya Sawako is the Ariya noble. Sawaka is kind of the pupil of the Buddha. Sawaka is Pali Sawaka is a listener, noble listener. So that meaning is a noble person. Adano cha. Om also. Tanja Devadana. These Devada also. Sadhananja. Sadhanja. The confident also. Silanja. The morality also. Sudanja. Sudha is a knowledge also. Saganja. Saga is a generosity also. Panyanja. Panya is a wisdom also. Nusarati. Reflect again and again. Niwasa, Niwa Asa. Niwa is a leader. Asa is the person who practices the Devadanusati. Tasame Sami at the time. Raga Pariyoti Danchita. The influence by the raga, attachment, mind, not haughty. Niwa haughty. Niwa and haughty. Niwa haughty, not arising. It is like this Buddha talk. Kenchabi Odan talking like this, attack actually dan Sakhitani. Dan that kind of talking, Sakhitani is in the weakness place. Tapitaba Devatana. Putting the celestial being Adano is Om Saddhadi, confident, etc. Samana Gunadi Panatha. Samana is a saying. Samana is a saying. Samana Guna. Guna is a quality, same quality. This Devada quality of confidence and the mind quality of confidence, say that meaning. Say. So Samana Guna Dibanatha. Dibana is showing. So same quality showing. Hodanti talking. Viridava should be known. So the meaning is that the celestial being Sadak, confident, morality, knowledge, and then generosity, and then wisdom is same quality. The same quality in me. So the kind of the meaning, to show the meaning, he is saying like this. Atha Athakatayan he. Athakatayan he. It is true. Athakata is in the commentary. Athakata means a more detailed explaining about the sutta, original sutta. So Devada is a celestial being. Sakhi Thani in the witness place. Tabitwa put Adanokuni, own quality, Anosaradi. He fled again. Yeah. So Devada Nosati is not just looking at Devada, no, not like this. Just Devada is just like a witness. Their special quality is witness, but you should reflect your own quality of confidence or etc. like this. Understand? That's very important. So Danlan Katoa Danlan means strongly. Danlan means strongly. Katoa is make. Hold down talk like this. So very important. Devodanosity is to understand very, very important like this. Okay, so English translation like this. In the sutta, however, it is said on the occasion Mahanama, on which a noble disciple will collect the faith, virtue, learning, generosity, and understanding, and that are both his own and then those deity or celestial being. On that occasion, his mind is not obsessed by the greed or etc. like a previous. Although this is said, it should nevertheless be understood as said for the purpose of the showing that the special quality of faith, etc., in one set are those in the deity, making the deity stand as a witness, just only witness. But you need to reflect your own quality, special quality of faith, or etc. Okay, for it is said definitely in the commentary, he recollect his own special quality, making the deity stand as a witness. So this is a very, very important to understand like this. Without understanding like this, maybe you practice and theodanosity is make wrong. Okay, so I think we will stop here today because already 4 o'clock. Okay, so thank you very much for your watching. So the more you understand like this in more detail, without understanding Devodanosity like this, maybe you trying to see the celestial being practice Devodanosity like this. It's a wrong way. So that's why we have to understand correctly. Okay, so you practice like this and you make your concentration power as SS concentration level. And after that, you can practice Vipassanā meditation to see the nature of body and mind with this power concentration. That's why we need to practice these nosati. Okay, so next week we have no class for the next week because I'm busy at the 4th of July weekend. So the after 4th of July after next week, we were again the lecture also. Okay, so next week we have no lecture. So before stop the lecture, we which our Buddha teaching staying longer and longer in the universe. Say Buddha Sasanam Chirantitatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chirantitatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirantitatu. Buddha Sasanam Chirantitatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame bunyang asawakayang wahang hodu. Idame bunyang nibbanasa pachayo hodu. Idame bunyang megapala nyanasa pachayo hodu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. Have a good 4th of July weekend. So see you and then after next week. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.